Thanks to Greg at EgoSoft for providing me with the keys to the Split Vendetta and Cradle of Humanity expansions. Space. It's pretty big, and there's a lot of it. These are the voyages of Captain Sokka. My mission? To start with one ship and 10,000 credits, and make a name for myself. Will I trade? Will I fight? I don't know. But join me, won't you? This is X4, a roleplay series. Sokka's log 8250216. We flew to the Sweet Jack, a ship in which Delilah Shiratori wanted us to meet her on, and we also met a special guest. The Terrans were working with the Scale Plate Pact. As a diversion, the pirates would attack the station in which the server room was on, and I would sneak on and download the data. The Scale Plate Pact opened fire on the station, allowing us to dock undetected. A quick stop at the unguarded server room allowed us to download all the data and escape. Someone on the station caught wind of the download and the unauthorized dock, but we managed to get out of there before they opened fire on us. Dalbusta wanted to have a meeting and explain our options. We could give the data to the Argon. We could have given it to the Terran Protectorate, or we could have destroyed the evidence, leaving the galaxy in a status quo. Before we got too far involved, Delilah told us that Salmon Red had known what we had done, and he was on his way to meet the contact and spoil the whole plan. We were to intercept. After the defeat of Salmon Red, we docked with the Sweet Jack once more and handed the data to Delilah officially. The Terrans couldn't acknowledge our involvement as we were an undercover agent, but the paycheck was nice. We finished up by riding with Lydia on the Amazon to Fort Brock, delivering the last of the goods that will get all of Fort Brock's turrets online. We also built a trader that would allow Fort Brock to order more drone parts as needed as more combat drones get destroyed. After the goods were delivered and Fort Brock was stood up completely, the Amazon left, leaving us to plan our attack on the one Xenon station in our space, a solar power plant that has finally met its match. Mr. Wayman, good to see you again. We will have a mission soon, so be ready to move the Victory Group out of this system if you please. Hello again, and welcome back to Sokka Space Vlogs. We have a bit of an interesting day ahead of us. What I want to do is, now that we are no longer bound to Delilah Shiratori, we have all of our commitments done with the Terrans. Now is the time that we can focus solely on our own system, Sokka Space 1. And if you remember, in Sokka Space 1, we do have one lowly Xenon power plant that we tried to destroy in a few weeks prior, but an I and a few Ks decided to come through the last Tharkas Cascade here. Now with Fort Brock up and running with full defensive capability, I think now is the time that we will be able to press the attack on the solar power plant. Once that is done, we may get another defense station right here in between these two gates, because Family Zen has been officially taken over by the Xenon as well. And if they only have one or two defense platforms in the system thus far, we can make a pounce and jump on that quick, fast, and in a hurry and claim this once split system. So, Mr. Weeman, if you please, move the Victory Battle Group into position right outside our defense station here. Mr. Weeman will turn on the power and get the destroyers moving. A little bit of a travel time between here and Argon Prime, but no worries. Once Mr. Weeman gets in system, I will take control of the Delilah Swan Song from Miss Tanaka, and we'll start working on those gravitons and getting that station bent to our will. So I will see you when we arrive in Sokka Space. Good to see you again, Captain Sosi. Go ahead and carry out your previous orders. What we're doing is flying to Fort Brock and moving some of the build station goods away from this build storage and getting it actually on Fort Brock. That way we can sell it to anybody that happens to be coming around. We bought a little bit too many goods trying to build up Fort Brock. If we were to look at the building itself, and the resources. We've got 37 advanced electronics, 52 claytronics, 3,000 extra energy cells, 189 hull parts, and 51 turret components that we do not need in the build storage. So once we get those on board Fort Brock may be able to sell those. And of course, we're still trying to replenish our drones. So once all of those wares are moved, then the Clausen here will be able to go try to buy some smart chips from somewhere. Hopefully, that will also be our energy cell requirement met, and fly out and get drone components as well. What I'll do is I will remove the cell offer for the energy cells until we can indeed get those energy cells full. Then once the energy cells are full, we'll go ahead and sell it to the highest bidder. And already we do have a Paranid energy trader wanting to buy 2,200 of our energy cells. So set us back a little bit on our drone construction, but energy cells are easy to get. All we need to do is really put a solar panel on Fort Brock, and it can generate those energy cells it needs to maintain its drones. And it might not be a bad idea for the rest of, ooh, we caught an S, good deal. It might not be a bad idea to get some passive energy cell income into these defense stations, because if they need new drones, energy cells is the way to go. We're still waiting on the victory. They are moving through Hatikva's Choice right now, so it'll only be a matter of time before we can press the attack on that Xenon power plant. Just chilling on the Clausen until the build storage is done. Ooh, and we attacked a scale plate Minotaur Raider. An unauthorized attack, but scale plate, they don't care either way, really. -5 no matter what, and that's why our Phoenix Vanguards destroyers are so plentiful, because the scale plate doesn't mind if we take those. So outstanding. Mercury. Captain Zosi, I know you're a 2.5-star pilot, but you're handling these asteroids a little bit iffy there, ma'am. But I'm sure you know what you're doing. And there is Fort Brock laying down the fire in the distance, a few fighters ahead, but more importantly, there are the containers for the old build storage, the goods that we don't need to construct that anymore. We'll go ahead and put those on Fort Brock, and hope that the Clausen here doesn't get involved into anything. Yeah, just pulling up nice and even. We should be able to pull all of this stuff out.
Prepare to dock. Affirmative. Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Huh, I wonder, I didn't think we appointed a Talati for our manager, but we do have a Talati dock clearance worker, which is interesting indeed.
Danger.
All right, so I believe the victory and the battle group will be here shortly. And yeah, a little bit of a fighter scramble. Drones are handling that, as well as Fort Brock. I'm not too awful worried about that. Yep, with our defense drones, they do not stand a chance. Hopefully, we'll be able to replenish those quick, fast, and in a hurry. But yes, indeed, Victory Battle Group is now in system. Let's hop on the Delilah Swan Song and start getting to work. Good luck, Miss Sosi. All right, Miss Tanaka, I will take over from here, if you please. And wherefore art thou is that Xenon power station? I believe it's over here.
Solar
yes,
power
indeed, 106K away. All right, so first things first, we will attack those graviton turrets, make sure that it is safe for the fleet to approach, and then we will lower the boom and get that carrier group over. So last time they had defense drones that they sent after us, but the Delilah Swan Song held firm. We're not at 100% hull. We're probably 90 to 95% or so.
Danger.
So hopefully we don't take any additional damage in this assault. But Argon Prime isn't too far away for a quick hull repurchase. Slow and steady approach, 8K away from that graviton turret. Open fire! And hopefully we do have a clear line of sight. Yes, indeed, shields are going down. Once those shields are down, then we can take care of that graviton turret. And if I can pick off a few of the S's, that would be ideal indeed. All right, graviton turrets are down on this particular module, working on several others. I think there's a few on this center, and then there's some on this backside as well. Maybe 5 or 6 more graviton turrets to go. And of course, if we can see any of the other turrets, shield generators, anything of that nature, we can pick those off as well. But most of them are behind the infrastructure here, so we don't have a clear shot. But on these other graviton turrets, we do have just barely a line of sight, and that is good enough for government work. They've launched drones, but we are still working on taking out and declawing this thing. Just have to chew through these drones. I don't know how many they have, but by the time we get through all these graviton turrets, the rest of the fleet might not have too much to handle. All right, we went back just a little bit. There was one graviton that was giving us a little bit of problems on this front side that I missed, but I've taken care of that, and I think we're far enough that the drones will not come out. So we do have a pair of gravitons on that right side, and I know for sure we have some gravitons on the back side. So I may fly more to the right, get away from the station a bit, and come in from the side. But we are definitely making headway, taking out a lot of drones, which will help our carrier group. One thing that I need to question is, do I want to launch fighters? So we can keep the fighters on the Victory, I believe. I believe our destroyers and the Victory itself can definitely take care of this station once they all get in range. So I may tell the fighters just to stay on the deck. Yeah, so I'm guessing just the 2 gravitons on the right and some on the backside. I think I've cycled through all 500 hard points or whatever this thing has. It definitely has a crap ton. Yeah, so I'm back to the beginning with those gravitons on the right side. So let's take a wider approach here now that our shields are fully recharged, and we will approach the station from a different angle. All right, I believe there are only 2 or 3 gravitons left on this bit of the station. So once again, we'll wheel out to the right, get ourselves closer, but not too awful close to get blasted, and then call in the fleet. So we are just a few moments away from fleet attack, and hopefully we can catch some of these S's as well so they don't rebuild. And this may be the last graviton turret, I believe. Full volley in, and I'll give the station one last sweep here. Nope, one more graviton turret up top. Luckily, it's on this side. Should be fairly easy to hit. And here come the drones as well. Hopefully, we'll be able to make short work of those, and we're not going to be hit by any graviton turrets, that is for sure. So let's give a sweep here and make sure that we are free and clear to engage. I believe we are. I'll keep the fleet at a 50% coordinated attack, and that should keep us out of range of most of the turrets. And the fighters may be extremely helpful in the getting rid of all of these drones. We'll just have to see. If we start taking heavy losses on the fighters, then we'll just pull them back. But yes, indeed, I do not see any more graviton turrets. So this may be our time to strike. Yeah, I think that is it. All right, Mr. Weeman, if you please go ahead and begin your attack run. What we'll do is we will coordinate an attack, looking at those behaviors. Yes, indeed. So sync point on the Victory. Everyone is coordinating their attack. Aggressiveness is at 50. We're going to do weak targets first. And yeah, 47 locations. So it does look like indeed the fighters are launching and going to assist. We will tell Miss Tanaka to proceed with the current orders, and Miss Tanaka will go ahead and get in range for this coordinated attack as well. Hopefully not flying over the station and getting blasted, but at least there are no gravitons to ruin our day. Miss Tanaka, please be careful with Delilah's swan song. And looking at the overall station or the sector map, making sure we're not going to get jumped by anybody. Fort Brock is still holding strong. We actually have some Argon fighters patrolling around our defense platform and looking at from the Hatikva space. Hopefully they will stop anybody trying to come through our back door at Hatikva's choice. So fighters are all getting in position. Delilah's Swan Song is continuing her assault, and we are waiting for 48 people to get within range. So that is all well and good. Yeah, so let's external cam if you please. And Delilah's Swan Song is just laying waste from the top. That's what I like to see. Even though she's actually going within, trying to get within range to do a coordinated attack, she's still letting loose. And that's what I like to see. Soften her up before the big fleet actually gets here. So Miss Tanaka, please still be careful, but looking really awesome. And Miss Tanaka has certainly triggered the Hornet's Nest, that is for sure. A lot of defense drones following her as these fighters get within position. We're at 11, 16 of 48 reach. Should be just a matter of time, and the fighters are forming up a ring, it looks like, and they will strike down with hatred and furious anger as they lay our vengeance upon thee. 42 out of 46, good enough. We will trigger, and the attack will commence. Let's go to the outside view and take a look at our battle group here, and look at all of those drones being taken under fire. The fighters are going in. A lot of beam weapons, that is for sure. Yeah, we have quite the coordinated battle going on here. Yeah, looks like those beam weapons are here to do the work, that is for sure. A lot of the fighters are taking care of the little guys. So it may be only a little matter of time before the station itself gets its attack run on. Yeah, they're just laying into the drones first. Looks like fighters are moving in to press the attack on the station. We have our destroyers coming in, and Mr. Weeman is bringing in the victory right up close. Mr. Weeman, get all fighters on board, please. Looks like fighters are landing up. We might have to repair once this is all over. Excuse me, coming through. So the station is, I'll tell you, this is not an ergonomic bridge. I need a booster seat. So it looks like the Cerberus Vanguards are coming in. Delilah's Swan Song attacking from the above. We'll have to watch those destroyers and make sure they don't get into trouble. Yeah, the Lily is certainly given the station all it can handle as well. A lot of turret fire. Man, Captain Kirk, are you sure you want to be this close? Although I wouldn't expect anything less from Captain Kirk, if I'm honest. Yeah, going right in to that station, giving it everything it can handle, and it doesn't look like the station is firing back. So, yeah, Lily looking good. On board with the King now. The King is offering fighter support as well, and there is the Lily right up close and personal, blasting all of those defense drones, and all of the turrets are going ham on the side. Looks like Delilah's Swan Song is also attacking from the side as well and providing a drone attack. Yeah, once they run out of drones, we should be okay. Yeah, it looks like one of the other the Phoenix Vanguards are firing from the top, and it looks like Captain Keppel is getting the King ready to fire as well. But I do like to see that good fighter support from those drones, that is for sure. Oh, hello, nice to meet you. All right, so I don't know if that's the Hemlock, but or the Nightshade, but it just jumped in, and now it looks like the King is opening up fire as well. Yeah, we are surrounding this thing on all sides. Everybody is looking good and still shooting down all of those drones. That power plant is still sending out a crap ton of drones to intercept, but we're not going to let them. Shields on all of our capital ships still holding strong, and there are a few ships with damage on the deck of the Victory. So a lot of fighters did make it back to the carrier, which is good to see. We're just being harassed by all of these little itty-bitty drones, which the fighters would be amazing at dealing with. Unfortunately, I think they would also try to attack the station and get lit up by all the turrets. So safety would say, in this case, to keep the fighters on the deck of the Victory and let the Victory handle it. I believe we have enough destroyer support to get rid of all these little guys and keep pressing the attack, especially with our beam weapons. They're not faster than our beams, so we're gonna be able to level them fairly quickly. Just don't shoot the Lily, please. Well, you gotta be bad and you gotta be bold. Mr. Weeman bringing the Victory right into turret range. Hopefully, Mr. Weeman continues his flyby and doesn't park right over the station, but a nice flyby and turret coverage certainly does not hurt, that is for sure. Please don't shoot the Victory! Yeah, I tell you what, those drones making a close pass to the carrier. I'm actually more worried about our weapons destroying our own ships than the Xenon. But yeah, shields are still holding up very nicely on the carrier. And we're still getting hounded by all of these little drones. Can we see any information on how many drones they would have? No, we do not. So yeah, we're just gonna have to keep on keeping on and swat these flies. But it looks like they're leaving Delilah's swan song alone. And we're, what is the information here? 25% destroyed on that power plant. So we're making positive gains. I think I've only lost one, maybe two fighters total, and then the rest are just shield absorbing destroyers. Yeah, I don't like the look of that destroyer right there over the top. I may have to get involved and pull it back. It's under a lot of heavy fire from beam weapons. That's the Nightshade. How is its shields holding up? I want to make sure that we're not going negative on shields. 97. I mean, it's trying to keep up, holding steady at 97. If more of these drones get destroyed, it'll be able to actually gain. There it goes, 98. So it's not as much in trouble. Looks like the drones are sort of running as well. But slowly and surely, we're doing the work. Hemlock under attack by one drone. The King under attack by one drone. Lily is under direct fire. But Delilah's Nightshade, Miss Tanaka, just sort of sneakily shooting from the edge. And the Nightshade, with Captain Trigg, has really moved in nice and close. If one of these sections blow on this power station, it may take care of the drones, but our shields are going to take a massive wallop, that is for sure. But so far so good, holding steady. Captain Tanaka, keep up the pressure. You're doing outstanding work on this side. Yeah, just hold here, keep on blasting. I like what I see, that is for sure. Well, now I've got a big bar in the way. Tell you what. Captain Tanaka, if you excuse me here. If I get on the console, I might be able to actually see. You get the idea. Captain Kirk, wise idea, moving to the side, trying to get closer to the other destroyers for some fire support, but still laying into the station. I mean, you gotta think this thing is at least gonna lose one of its arms. And when that happens, we can focus fire more effectively. And I don't know if the drones come out of the center module, or if we take down one of the arms, they won't be able to launch as many drones. I mean, they gotta be running out of drones, right? Captain Trigg, you realize you are right over the station. I mean, we are literally right over the station, and boy, that is, I mean, that's a view. That is for sure. Just be careful, watch your shields, continue on. We're looking good so far, but be mindful of these explosions, Captain. Mr. Wayman, keep cutting through those drones. I believe there is light at the end of the tunnel, and we are making gains, sir. Just hope that the Delilah Swan Song doesn't shoot one across our bow. I mean, they are shooting across our bow, but hopefully they don't hit us. Yeah, I don't like the fact that Captain Trigg has positioned herself right over the top. I may move her out of range. I'll be right back, Mr. Wayman. Captain Trigg, one moment, if you please. It's in our best interest if we go this way. We'll try to get the Nightshade. Oh, that was big. That's why I wanted to move. But I think we're all okay. Shield should be coming back slowly and surely. I'll position ourselves right by the king and see if we can kind of assist from the side. Then Captain Trigg can take over, and we'll see if she decides to fly over the station once again for no discernible reason. We have lost 5 of our turrets. We still have 3. We have both main batteries still. Okay, repair drones for the Hemlock are coming out. That's what I like to see. And I think we are now far enough away. Captain Trigg, back to the bridge, please. Get your service crews on those turrets as soon as possible, if you please. Proceed with current orders and get back to the attack. Captain Tanaka, that is a station that we are flying right next to. You saw what happened to Captain Trigg. Oh, I hope this thing does not go up when we... Yeah, we are a bit too close, Captain Tanaka. Oh, that one's going up. Oof. Damage report. All right, so not much shield damage at all. And when that did blow, it did take a lot of defense drones out. So the Nightshade is turning back around, hopefully regaining her shield. Yes, indeed, slowly and surely regaining that shield back. We're able to get back under it because there's not so many defense drones anymore, just one hounding the Hemlock. And then that's it. The rest is just open season. Well, there's another section going. Yeah, we are making very positive gains now that one section went up and destroyed all those little defense drones. Captain Tanaka, what is your situation as far as your turrets are concerned, ma'am? Oh, still all up and running. That is what I like to see. All right, let's get a report here. So Nightshade is down to 3 turrets. The Hemlock is down to 2 turrets. The King is still fully loaded. The Lily is down to 3 turrets. The Victory is full. Do they still have their main cannons? Yeah, so it looks like the Talati main batteries are there. The Behemoth batteries, both Phoenix batteries up and running there. The Delilah Swansong still has all 3 main batteries. So we're not in trouble by any means, but definitely when this is over, we're gonna pull back to Terran space, or I'm sorry, Argon space, and I'm going to help these repair crews get these turrets back up and running. I don't want to try to do it here in system with the hazardous region and all that stuff, but I'll definitely help out my service crews. Okay, the King is getting a little bit close as well. We're just trying to maneuver to the parts that do exist still on this station. And we are awfully close indeed. Oh, the King is sort of pushing us out of the way. King says move. Watch out. It'd be an awful shame to lose the King, but one thing about it, we're sort of splitting their attention between Delilah Swansong and the King, and really opening up, but I kind of wish they would be using their main batteries rather than getting their turrets hit. But Mr. Weeman's doing a good job just sort of keeping on the outskirts. I kind of want to launch fighters if there's one more explosion and there's only a few more sections of this to go. I might launch fighters, but I certainly do not want the fighters anywhere near an exploding section, that is for sure. Oh, the King is flying backwards. In the meantime, Fort Brock does have a fully stocked drone. That's what I like to see. Still trying to knock out these last few these last few sections of the station. This Tanaka is still hovering right below this as well. But so far, so good still. Really no big shield loss except for the King. But the King is regenerating shields. That's what I like to see. The solar power plant itself is down to 44% with no defense drones in sight. Oh, Miss Tanaka's moving. Going under the central battery of the station. Still getting shot by the beams just a little bit, but holding station. Yeah, it looks like one of the Phoenix Vanguards are holding station, just firing their main battery, which is what I like to see. Yeah, main battery's firing at the center as well. Looks like a solid coordinated attack. Miss Tanaka, we were hit by something big. If you please, get out of range here. Yes, indeed. Shield's coming back 63%. I don't know what that was, but it dropped us down to 50%. I don't think they got a graviton turret up, but they might have. Yeah. So Mr. Wayman, just doing laps, watching the destroyers go to work as intended. And hopefully by the time Miss Tanaka turns around, our shields will be in a much better place. Yeah, the main battery turrets are still firing on the Phoenix Vanguards. Oh, give her the full salvo, Miss Tanaka. Captain Kirk has found herself at a nice distance from the potential explosions that are going to happen. So we have one arm still good over there, another arm good over here, and then the center. Actually, I don't even see the center console. I wish we would shoot that S, though. There's no need for it to be alive. And it does look like we're focusing fire on that S, or at least trying to. Yeah, we need every S that we can destroyed in this area. And this little reprieve also gives our engineers time to get those turrets back up and running that were blown to smithereens. Nice, getting those main batteries firing. That's what I like to see. Keep going, Captain Kirk. So the Lily is down 3 turrets thus far. Delilah's Swan Song still full. The Hemlock is down 3 turrets. The Nightshade still only has 3 turrets. The King is still fully up and running, and the Victory is still fully up and running if Mr. Weeman does decide to use his turrets. But it looks like now they've repositioned themselves a little bit higher and are opening up on this station. 34% total, and it looks like now the pieces are dissipating, allowing a clearer line of fire for our destroyers. So indeed, a lot of main battery fire. Delilah's Swan Song there. Oh man, yeah, we're letting them up. Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk, that's empty space. Although you might see something that I don't. There you go. Mercury Vanguard and Argon Prime was destroyed. What in the world is going on in Argon Prime? What did I miss? Oh crap, there's an eye right outside my shipyard. Oh, that's not good. Argon? I need assistance. This, oh crap. Yeah, we need to get some repair drones on this thing.
Danger.
I don't want to pull the Victory group out just yet and let this thing go. But yeah, hopefully the Argon respond to a frickin' eye in their space. There's a lot of destroyed stuff over here. Yeah, hopefully it moves on or they summon some sort of big battle group. Can we get any drones on this thing? Okay, the eye may be moving on. That is going to be... No, he's sort of repositioning. Jeez, I don't know if to break off... I mean, even if we broke off one ship, that's not going to be enough. I mean, the Argon police are trying. The station's still holding. What is our overall? 77% on the hull. Yeah, it's gonna be a mad dash back with our fighter group. Another section down. I can't say I blame the Xenon. We're opening fire on one of their stations. They opened fire on one of mine, but to have a completely unchallenged Argon Prime, yeah, as long as they don't destroy the rest of my stations, we may be okay. Did the Argon send their fleet to Hatikva, and that is why the Xenon were able to come in. Although the Terrans, man, they're still right here in Earth. Tell you what, I was gonna say if the Asgard was to come through here, that would be handy. But yeah, as soon as this power plant is gone, we need to beat feet, make haste, and get to Argon Prime and hope that we can coordinate some sort of attack on this thing. Just in case, we are going to take the litigious rodent and fly it to another station. Luckily, the cover is activated, so we're technically Yaki right now, so the eye won't shoot at us. So if we can get away quick, fast, and in a hurry to our... Man, a Colossus Vanguard was destroyed. So where is my factories? So the wharf is that way. We need to break out travel mode and get out of here. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Fly towards the shipyard. Get away from that Xenon. Drop our cover. And hopefully we can land at one of our stations. Because it looks like the Argon are not going to be helping us anytime soon. Yeah, you won't be saying that here in a minute. Yeah, the eye is parked right under the shipyard. It may blow. We got our defense drones out there. How is that power plant looking? All right, it is almost down. And of course, the Argon are sending fighters here because that's important. When there's a frickin' eye in your main system. I mean, we have the funds to rebuild the shipyard. That's not a, that's not the issue. It would just take a really long time to rebuild all of this, but we can rebuild. That's no big thing. Oh, man. All of this for a stupid power plant. And hey, the Argon fighters are here. That's good. I guess. I mean, now that we've got it. So I don't know if it's repositioning, but it's backing away from the shipyard. And it may be going for the ration factory. So if it is in between stations, we may have enough time to get there. If it just can't pick a target. And we didn't lose all of it. We didn't lose our fabrication bay or anything of that nature. If we look at our logical overview though, they blew up our large storage. So all of the crap that was sitting in that shipyard is now gone. We're gonna have to get a lot of those materials back. So we're not gonna be building any ships anytime soon. But we did pull 26 million out of that account to try to get that back. Yeah, this thing has to be almost gone. Nice to see you, Argon. Thank you for protecting my space, I suppose. But your own space is in a little bit of trouble. I don't know if you noticed. But yeah, 1%. We're about out of here. Sayonara, you piece of crap. All right, is that everything? Looks like just one. One little thing left. I mean, they're at 1%. Is the king going to get the last shot in? Main batteries firing, moving in. All focusing on that side. And keep these guns hot because we are going to be needing them sooner rather than later. All right.
Awaiting orders.
And I got orders for you, Mr. Weeman. We are in serious trouble. Get to Argon Prime quick, fast, and in a hurry right now, right now. Let's go. Mr. Weeman, make best possible speed to Argon Prime. I don't want to startle you, but there's something big in Argon that we are going to need to take care of. So, brace yourself. And as for me, yeah, I'll pick up from right here. You won't miss a thing, except the travel time. So hopefully our destroyers can get those turrets back online before we get to Argon Prime. But as of right now, the shipyard is still up, and they have moved on to the ration factory. If they blow up the ration factory, can we get the geometric owl out of here, please? Hopefully the geometric owl can fly away. The frostbite and avalanche, we're just going to have to order miners and whatnot when we get ourselves reorganized. There goes the geometric owl. Get out of there. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. We don't want to lose any of our special ships. And even maybe by then, hopefully the Argon realizes what is going on. And looks like our shipyard will live to see another day. But it's all dependent on our response time. The avalanches lost. A lot of good people are being destroyed from this. And the Argon are doing nothing to defend their home system. And I guess it all comes down to that war with the Hatikva. They decided to leave themselves high and dry. And to be fair, I don't even know where they came from. Is there a place in the Reach that I don't know about that goes to like Savage Spur or something? I don't know, but yeah, you won't miss a thing. We are going to need to get to Argon Prime quick, fast, and in a hurry. Oh crap, the Amazon. Yeah, hopefully the Amazon doesn't get involved in this. Lydia, I might tell you to stop whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah, when you execute trade, I'm going to tell you to hold. Alright, so I got Lydia flying by. She's going to make her trade at the Argon High-Tech Factory, then dock and wait at the Argon Ship Technology Factory 2, as far away from this shipyard as possible. I do not want the Amazon involved in this at all, and we're about to make the jump to Hatikva's choice, so let's get this done.